Okay. And there we have it. Hello everyone, it's a fair programming error that just refuses to be fixed code here. And welcome back to more Genshin Impact, a game that I'm once again streaming late at night while being a bit exhausted. Not because I had to pull extra shifts, but just because I had a very, very poor night's sleep last night. But I got a bunch of sugar in my system prior to the stream, so I'm hoping that'll provide me with enough energy to tide me over until the end of the Nod-Krai story that is currently available. And then hopefully I will immediately collapse once all is said and done, and will be so exhausted that I will easily fall asleep and get some good rest tonight. Dylan, congrats on being first! Hey, that's a new one. Dylan, have you ever gotten first before? I don't recall. It's usually Spinne or Neon. Occasionally someone else, but it's usually one of those two who grabs first. But yeah, congratulations to you. You managed to be early. Very early. Which I appreciate. So, Genshin, right? We had stuff to do with the main Archon quest. And currently, that Archon quest is taking us over here. Now, before we do that, I gotta check. Any anecdotes around? I wanna kind of prioritize doing those if there are any available. But it looks like there aren't any. Huh. A little bit sad. I would have expected there to be at least one anecdote active on any given day. But, I guess not. I really would have expected there to be at least one anecdote. Well, that's fine. Why are you not doing Abyss? I honestly keep forgetting about it. I know I shouldn't forget about it because it's extra primo gems. But eventually I just kind of stopped doing them and I never picked them back up, even though it's a waste. I know it's a waste not to do them and I really should be doing more of them. More of the Abyss and the Theater, I guess, as well. I really should. But then again, I will eventually drop this game, so it's not like I need to do everything. Because in probably, I don't know, how long is it gonna be? What do we think? 1.5 years? 2 years? Something along those lines. We will be probably finished with Snezhnaya, at which point the main story that has been going on for all this time will conclude and I will drop this game and never get back to it. How many that is? Of course you are, Spinne. Also, hello. Music from a liar? It seems Columbina is playing the Kuhenki. Is playing for the Kuhenki. She's not playing them. The last time we popped by, the lyre hadn't been repaired yet. That was well before Columbina got to know everyone. As Khaenri'ah? I guess there's also Khaenri'ah. So maybe it'll take 2.5 years before we're done. Oh boy. Not long ago. Why, hello there.
Greetings.
She is very quiet, isn't she?
Huh? Are you heading out, Columbina?
By the way, should I turn the game up a little bit more,
Yes.
or...?
I need to get a lyre repaired. What? One of the Kuhenki's lyres is broken. She greatly values this lyre, so I wish to have it restored.
You know what, I'll do you the favor and turn the game up a little bit more. And maybe right around here. There we go. Just a tiny bit more, you know.
Man, Kuhenki sure are multi-talented.
Of course. This little one often performs around here, and I sometimes sing along.
You know, Paimon's been thinking this for a while, but you sure do spoil the Kuhenki.
Well, it's only right. They have kept me company all this time, and often bring me amusing objects as well.
But I do really wonder why there are no anecdotes available today. Like, again, I expect every day to bring up at least one anecdote, if not multiple. So the fact that there are none available today is so weird. Lama told me about this before. The natural instinct of the Kohenki to make the moon goddess happy.
If you don't mind Paimon asking, how do you plan to fix this liar? Didn't you say you didn't want to be seen by others?
In the past, small animals or kuhenki would help deliver broken objects to an artisan's doorstep for me.
No, I do not do character anecdotes off stream at all. I completely ignore all character anecdotes that pop up on the map unless I'm doing a stream, in which case I do them before I get into whatever else is going on.
All I had to do was wait for the artisan to find it. Of course, sometimes that would take a few days.
Seems like a roundabout way of doing things.
Why don't you let us handle it?
Yeah, just leave it to us. Who knows? We might even be able to get this done today.
Very well. Thank you.
Our pleasure.
Alright.
By the way, what artisan do you usually bring your stuff to?
I don't know her name, but there's a large mechanical hand by her door, and she lives in a round, conch-like home.
Wait, she must
The aroma
mean...
of crumb cake often wafts from within as well.
Gee, I wonder who could she be talking about? What kind of person could this be?
Yep, that clears it up for sure.
No clue. Don't worry, we'll get on to the main story in a second. But doing this first gives people a chance to show up as well if they care about the main story.
I know. Are you home? Wait, Paimon? Is that you?
What brings you here, guys? Bring me any snacks?
We brought you a liar.
Paimon knew you'd say that. Here, we got you these on the way.
Quick, hand them over. Ineppa's gonna be back soon.
I could see them unload as the
You here to
camera
hang
was
out?
panning
What
over.
sort of fun things should we do?
Like, as the camera was zooming out and panning over, I could see the characters pop out of existence.
Actually, we need your help with something.
Incredible game. Then again, it's not that I'm playing with max settings, so...
Get that weird thing away from me!
I guess if I were playing with max settings, it would be a different story.
Weird thing?
But for the sake of
This liar?
stream stability, I have decided to lower the settings at some point.
I told you! I don't mess with stuff that science and mechanics can't explain. I'm telling you, that liar just shows up on my doorstep at random. And after I fix it, the thing up and disappears.
Yeah, but that's not magic. That's because someone is just dumping it on you.
Not that I believe in spooky, superstitious stuff like that.
Okay. Seems like there's some sort of misunderstanding here.
What do you mean?
This liar belongs to a friend.
Yeah, she doesn't mean any harm. She just has her reasons for taking the liar back without being seen.
Really? You better not be making this up.
And what if we are?
Fine. I'm trusting you on this. I'll fix this thing for you, and this time I'll try to make it last. Wait for me here. I'll be right back.
Knew we could count on Aino. Oh, Paimon feels a little bad. Columbina's random item drop-offs had her so freaked out, though.
Yes, she deserves something in return.
And you came here after all.
Exactly. What are you doing here? You scared us.
I thought we were supposed to handle
I have
this.
something to give you.
Huh? What are these?
A few trinkets the Kuhenki collected. I thought the artisan might like them. Perhaps you could give them to her as thanks.
Oh. Huh. What a weird collection of components. Yeah, alright. We'll pass them along. Take care on your way back. There could be people around here.
Speaking of, Paimon.
Huh? What is it?
Yeah, there be a person. Or, you know, as a certain character from the Danganronpa franchise might say, a robot ain't people, silly. Over there. Honey gave murder drones a chance? Oh, nice. So, how is it? Enjoying it so far? Mixed feelings about it? I'm curious.
Analyzing appearance.
What are you doing that for?
Match found. Resemblance to Nod-Krai moon goddess statues is 95%.
What about the margin of error?
Margin of error minimal. Inference assessment accurate.
Okay, all fixed. Did a pretty bang-up job if I do say so myself. It shouldn't break ever again. Also, about those enough.
What was that last part, I know?
Those snazzy new components worked great too.
Huh?
Who's that behind you?
Well, now everyone knows. To be fair, though, in terms of the main story, we're all working together right now anyway. The person who needed the lyre fixed.
She kinda looks familiar. Have I seen her before? Whatever. The most important thing is, I hid those snacks Paimon gave me.
That's right. Also, she wanted you to have these components as thanks for fixing the lyre, I know.
Ooh, let me see. Wow. These are rare and so old. You sure I can take them?
Yes.
Thank you so much. If you ever need anything else fixed, just come find me. No need to be shy.
Well, we got places to be,
Well,
so,
this worked,
I
so
know,
everything is
Ineffa,
fine.
We'll swing by some other day, okay? Oh, we've got to get the damselette out of here, or Ineffa will recognize her for sure.
She kinda already did.
Sure. See you some other time. I gotta do some cleanup quick, or Ineffa's gonna find the snack crumbs.
Alright, until next time. I know.
Yeah?
Well, that's an expression.
Would you like to frame these components or preserve them in any way?
What? Why would I do that?
They appear to be gifts from the moon goddess.
Huh? What are you talking about? Remind me to check your circuits later.
Good thing I know is just a little bit silly. New needs embrace obtained. Alright, and with that, I believe it is time to move on to the main story, the thing that we're all here for, you know. The thing that we kind of cut off a little bit last time. But we should be able to finish everything there is left of it today. So let's see what we got. The big old team up.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Ratniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I
Loved
felt
Sin
like
a
the
lot, of course we
battlefield
all
was
love
not where I
Sin.
belonged.
The silly. As Liam himself put it, the creature that has wormed her way into your heart and other organs. And again, Sin is just classic Liam Vickers character design. Again, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I absolutely adore everything Liam Vickers has made. Murder drones included, especially with Sin. Yep, that line as well near the end. Hi, Ed. We love Sin. We love the silly goober. The murderous goober.
But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
I agree.
Well, in the past, when I was a fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
So funny. I almost forgot that I reacted to that series. Yeah. I was probably fanboying pretty hard for most of it. I mean, it's what I do.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine.
Thanks for everything.
Please. I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
Alright, we're slowly gathering everyone. And the backup plan is underway.
Ino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Ino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Alright.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
I guess it's time then. Let's get ready for this.
The chess set's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, Traveler!
I will.
And we get the voice line. That's how you know it's serious. Now I wonder, is it gonna be a cutscene fight? Or an actual fight?
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this fight.
Ready?
Let's go.
Oh boy. Alright, this is gonna be big.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Ooh, custom loading screen for it as well. This is absolutely gonna be a proper boss fight, isn't it? I wonder how tough it's gonna be. Yep. I get all them trial characters too.
Let me help you guys. Big threat!
Can't hide the truth.
Moonlight, raise you. Hunt him down.
Be silent. Night falls.
You poor last lamb.
Go! No more lies.
Alright. We're making progress. Slowly but surely.
Moonlight, close your eyes. Raise you.
Can't hide the truth. Seek within. It all adds up.
I ever talking the entire game? True, he did talk a lot more. They're really going all in when it comes to Nod-Krai, I guess.
Moonlight, dark, futile.
Are you quite finished?
With one heart, we pray. Leave this place.
Pathetic.
Shameless.
God, let me do the charged attacks.
Go!
Hunt him down.
Observe. To dust.
Is it just me or am I not dealing any more damage right now? No, I am still dealing damage. It's just very minuscule.
Raise you.
The mystery unravels.
Felt like I was dealing more damage at the start of this fight.
end.
The moon will protect you.
Moonlight betrays you.
A grave transgression.
I'm supposed to follow him, but... Oh, there he is. Now the problem is I am kind of bleeding out here, which is not very nice.
When will it be as you foretold?
Now I can do it. Oop. There we go.
Welcome here.
Forest, protect us.
The long sleep beckons. Observe.
Wipe out! The deception ends here. Can't hide the truth.
Pathetic!
Leave this place.
Moonlight betrays you.
Close your eyes.
Alright. Come on. Do your burst. Okay.
No more lies.
Pathetic! Hunt him down.
It's interesting that this guy isn't a weekly boss right now. I guess it's like it was with A in Inazuma, where this is a boss that only shows up in story mode, but there's gonna be some kind of rematch thing that happens later or similar thing. Because A, you fought in story mode and she never became a weekly boss, but then there was her her side story quest where you had another fight, and that then became the weekly boss. I assume it might be something similar here, because again, there was no weekly boss added with the update. There was no new weekly boss added.
Be silent. To dust.
So this boss fight is story exclusive.
Close your eyes. Observe.
God damn it, don't dodge.
Your moonlight of heroics is over. Who wants to go first? Moonlight.
Stop running! Oh,
Get out of my sight!
and he has a phase 2.
No, we've been
Death is within
separated.
my grasp.
You okay? Never. Where are the others? Stuck outside the barrier.
More voice
He
lines!
really doesn't like us.
Run to hide for. Knowing too much is always a death sentence. Destroyed.
Carefully.
Gain the Moonlight's blessing. Well, that's nice.
Mama, can you hear me?
Silence.
Whew, boy.
The voices are gone, but at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Keep stalling. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
Honestly, considering I only have half a party right now, I am still dealing somewhat decent damage to him, slowly but surely.
No more lies. Seek within. Bombs away. Can't hide the truth.
Very slowly. Oh! What's that? Get it! Okay, one. Ouch. Oh, that barely deals any damage. Also, this is... If this is his ultimate move where I have to shield from it, that is very easy compared to some of the other enemies. You don't even need to attack anything, you just need to run around and collect stuff. It doesn't even matter what element your characters are.
Destroyed and reborn.
Okay, okay, I get it. Just let me... There we go.
No more lies.
There we go.
Mystery unravels. It all falls into place. Wipe out. It all adds up.
Yep. One of these, and then this.
The deception ends here.
It is a slow process to get his health down like this, but I mean, it is happening.
Bombs away. No more lies. Water jet. The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth.
Oh, here we go again. Give me the thingies. It's 1, 2. Where's the third? There it is.
There's no other way.
Oh. I guess it'd be the time for a cutscene. Yeah, that didn't work.
The only way to defeat Rächer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Well, we're doing our best, and even with just the two of us taking him on, we've already exhausted about half of his HP in his second phase, so... Yeah, when the rest of the team comes in, this is gonna be a open and shut case, in all honesty.
Nefer, your eyes are bleeding.
And of course, it went black and white, so they didn't have to show blood.
I will reduce you to
Pussies.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on. Keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
Have we now?
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day.
Yeah, clearly abusing cutscene power, huh?
I have to stoke his rage.
Again, I was winning, slowly but surely. I was in phase 2, and he was at about half HP. Well, a little bit over half HP, but still.
You fear what you could never defeat.
Varka is
you fear the
busy,
of never
I guess.
Being able to save your
Everyone
beloved.
has their part to play in this. I do not know what exactly Varka is up to right now.
You cannot win the fight against fate, Rerir.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid.
Yep, here we go. Proper cutscene
You
time.
fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate, or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you.
Yep, he's going all out. Maybe because she used her powers too much? I don't know how that works.
What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
Oh boy! The squad rolled up.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy.
Alright then.
I'll synchronize with everyone's minds
Not
using
so
pyro,
mini Durin?
then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rheindotter in our midst.
How about that?
Imagine a sinner being taken down by the student of one of his fellow sinners. Doesn't even require another sinner to stop him. Just a student is enough. Okay, and a squad, but still.
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
No, they took down the unseen hand. I just realized that that's what his grabby hands kind of remind me of. Please tell me I'm not the only one who's kind of reminded of the unseen hand.
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Hello.
Goodbye, Rerir.
Unseen hand, Re-Zero, son of Archbishop of Sloth.
We won.
It did kind of, you know, it is similar. It's this tentacle grabby hand power. I mean, what's not to love about it?
Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
Permanent blindness.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it.
No, let that be part of her character arc. She's blind now going forward. Well, I guess we're bleeding all over her now. Yay. Thank you, Lauma, for bleeding all over Nefer.
Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake. We had to do something.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. You traded your eyes for an incredible victory. In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome, and I don't want you to lose your sight for good. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make. Whether that means faith, strength, or in this case, your ability to even see. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
Thank you. Really.
All done.
Well, that was easy enough.
Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, please follow your recovery plan to the letter. I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get yourself home, relax, and rest.
Shouldn't someone take her home, considering she's not allowed to open her eyes right now?
My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved
I'm just saying, you get home and go home and get some rest
from the skies
without being able to see.
All in this land will be grateful for what you have done.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both.
Oh, we even get a nice little image. Yehoda shows up and helps Nefer get home. Thank you. And you, of course, have Paimon to escort you back. Not like I need the escort. The sight of Nefer having the navigating the road with her eyes closed is a new one for you. She proceeds cautiously, but as her silhouette disappears into the distance, you notice she seems almost smug.
There's something I want to let you know.
Oh.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Hold on. Let me try.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
You're right. There's no damage. That's a relief. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me. In the past, you never used to open up about yourself.
She has her character arc here.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm learning to share how I truly feel with my friends.
Friends? You have no idea how glad I am to hear.
Yeah, there wasn't really any spaceship lore going on right now, but we were kind of occupied with one of the sinners, so it makes sense. There's probably gonna be more going forward. Presumably when they add more islands to Nod-Krai. You can't help but break into a smile at the word friends as a warm and fuzzy feeling fills your chest. One by one, your fellow teammates report in to inform you that everything is under control. At Lauma's insistence, you lie down. You fought on the front line against Rerir, and now you need rest. Ellipses. And then I was killed in my sleep.
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry about me.
They're really giving so many more lines to the main character now. Like, normally this kind of stuff, this is not even a high impact, haha, get it, line. This is just informing Paimon about what's up. Especially these kinds of lines would have always been like the little dialogue selection thingies. Always. I think this is a positive change. I do think they should do that for most of the main characters' lines and not default to having them as like choices that aren't really choices. Just give Zack some more lines.
Phew, well that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night. Poor Paimon had to eat all by her lonesome.
It is an amazing change. Again, I hope it progresses like this. Because I've said it before, I'll say it again. Having choices pop up that aren't really choices is kind of annoying when you have the option of option 1 is the first half of a statement and option 2 is the second half of a statement, and whatever line the characters say afterwards clearly assumes that you have said both things. So why have a choice when the game always assumes you say both things anyway? Then it's not a choice, then it shouldn't be a selection. You shouldn't be able to select between two things that are both said. It is stupid. So I'm really glad that they're giving more just straight up voice lines now.
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How was the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self. She couldn't enjoy the food and settle down to sleep.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Varker and the others are organizing a victory feast and they want to celebrate with you. He also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a fiddle, so guess you won't be needing those. If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
Paimon voice change. We do appreciate the Paimon voice change. The new voice does sound better, and the new voice actor, as far as I am aware, is a lot better of a person. Paimon voice, but the new one is better, and the voice actor is objectively superior.
We're here.
Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing. We were
But yeah, I also
literally just saying
generally
how there's
normally
no way
don't
we're
like
holding this
voice
victory
changes.
feast without you.
But I do
Any
also prefer
longer
the new
and we would
voice,
have
and
postponed
again,
it till
the old voice
tomorrow.
actor was, just. Just like the new voice, fair enough. But yeah, Paimon... Again, I'm not saying Paimon was super annoying, but her voice was kind of grating on me sometimes. I do think the new one is quite a bit better in that department. I don't know, I can't really put my finger on why I think the old one was more annoying than the new one. It's just maybe a mix of the pitch and whatever. Then again, the pitch is very similar. It's hard to put a finger on it.
How are you feeling today?
Much better. Thanks. Don't worry about me.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know. Happy to check you over at any time.
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
Alright, still blind or nah? Well, she has her eyes open, that's a good sign.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well?
Much better, thanks to a good rest. You're looking well too.
Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days rest. I can actually open them again now.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to strain your eyes while they're still healing.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehuda, could I borrow you for a moment? I could do with an extra pair of hands.
Oh, sure. Coming. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves. I'll grab us some drinks on the way back. Paimon, you still like them sweet?
You bet. Make it extra sweet, because Paimon's earned it.
Sure thing.
What's on your mind?
The Rächer of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think?
More of a wolf in my mind.
No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere.
Then wouldn't he be venomous instead of poisonous? It's not like we would get... It's not like we would get poisoned if we bit him. He was definitely the one doing the biting. So why would you describe him as poisonous rather than venomous, and then use the term venomous hatred right afterwards? You are aware of the difference between poisonous and venomous, right?
Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say.
I guess he didn't like seeing people go down the path of vengeance.
Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But me?
Also, look at me calling out someone who deals in information for not knowing the difference between poisonous and venomous.
What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's got to fuel that drive to keep on living.
See, this is the kind of thing that I hate. When I look at your life, I see a lot of things that you can depend on. Like, what even is this this is clearly meant to be a run-on sentence. Like, when I pick the first option, like, how would she know the second part? How would she know the second part here? Because if I say the first option, from a gameplay design perspective, picking this option here implies I do not say the second option. But watch this, as I say this, she'll absolutely she'll respond to the whole thing about people, you know, things she can depend on. Let's see.
If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets stuck in the past. It's just...
Alright. Credit where it's due. This time there
like I
wasn't
was
that much of a
wrong
response
to
to this.
call my father a
This
liar.
response could work either way.
He was
Still.
just a fool.
My point stands in
That's
general.
why the academia turned their back
My
on
point
him.
stands in
And
general
why the
about
other
how
tribes ganged
stupid
up on him.
the gameplay design is for that response option.
Oh, Father. How much better things could have been if you were a skilled liar. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception?
What's he actually like?
Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised that he'd have his freedom if he could find the answers. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers on his behalf. Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me.
You definitely sound like father and daughter.
So that's enough for you to decide he's nice, is it? He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't work as a spy your whole life and expect a happy ending.
Are you
It's
sure about that?
preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making, but it's still human nature to want to go on living. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think?
I'd have to disagree.
Oh, really? Well, it takes a very kind person to find compassion even for liars.
You know, you can't just imply that all lies are necessarily a bad thing. That there is such a thing as white lies.
If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. Because all they care about is themselves. For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me.
I have a feeling some people over there may have overheard that.
So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them.
Is that your way of saying you've warmed up to them now?
Oh, is that what it looks like?
What it looks like is you're starting to see us as your friends.
Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much. So I guess I just have to put up with you. For the foreseeable future, at least. When you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence world, you need to have a sense of perspective and play your hand accordingly. If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you.
Nah.
I trust you'll respect my wishes as a friend. But don't forget, I will also be watching you like a hawk.
So you don't trust me is what you're saying. Don't get me wrong, I trust you, but I will be observing your every move because I don't trust you. Sure.
Very good.
Oh wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, Paimon suddenly remembered something.
What is it?
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
I trust you, but I don't trust you. Alright, Act 4 complete. Oh. But maybe not quite. A noise is coming from indoors.
Huh? Am I imagining things?
Are we sure the act is complete? Why do you pop up the completion screen and then there's more?
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while. I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going on. He won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on guard.
Listen to what everyone is talking about. It said Act 4 was complete. Oh yeah, Act 4 is complete. By the way, here's the next quest of Act 4. Wow. I see. What was that about liars? The soul of a liar being worth absolutely nothing? Well, the Genshin developers are liars. They just had this conversation about how the souls of liars aren't worth anything, and then they make the game lie to you. Great. Fantastic developers. At least they know they aren't worth shit.
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the Academia?
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great
kind and
honor
charitable?
for the Curatorium.
Dory? Dory? Charitable? Okay.
Huh? Charitable? Who said
Yeah.
anything about charity? First time hearing about it.
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nod-Krai, your desert interests, and...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment history!
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary? Yes, I heard about that too.
How did you...
Information
You're a
network.
curious case, Lord Sangama Bay. You don't like people finding out about your good deeds, do you? But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where there's a will, there's a way. You did it for Sumeru, didn't you?
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some use in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster before.
Ooh,
and I don't
there's the
want to lose any
backstory.
friends or
And
business
there's the
partners if I
bots.
can help
Thank you,
it.
Spinner. You are amazing. I appreciate having you
My
around.
elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with
I do
plenty
not.
of food,
I don't ever
water,
regret
and
giving you the
medicine,
moderator
where
title,
everyone could live happy lives.
and I hope I will continue to not regret it for the rest of my streaming career.
It was something I looked into, but after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided on a more effective strategy. The tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
And Platinum's company now.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about
Well,
you.
one thing that's
Everyone
praiseworthy
says that
about you is
view
your commitment
everything
in trying
terms
to
of
get me into
Mora, and
Limbus
all you
company.
care about is growing your own wealth.
That is certainly some very, very strong commitment you got.
What's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature. So yes, I love Mora, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
But surely you have dreams of your own beyond just making Mora.
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And, you know, make a nice little slice for myself along the way. Just thinking about it makes me happy. That sweet, sweet sound of Mora.
Thank you.
For the device?
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
So when the next season is gonna be? Starting at the start of a season is pretty good. Fair point, fair point. I get where you're coming from.
Very long time.
Yeah. So long that I barely remember what my family even looked like.
That would be your mother, father, and sister?
Yeah, though it's been years since my sister passed away.
Alright, Dory Lord.
It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but memory can be even more
Also yet
ruthless
another
than
character
most
who had
calculating business person.
who had relatives die.
Beyond a
Oh
certain
no.
point, if something isn't helping you, it just gets rid of it. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face is fading from my mind's eye. It's become a vague impression.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest.
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me, that's the one silver lining in all of it.
Just can't Star Rail.
Plus,
We'll see.
I'm
Maybe
sure that
one
life
day.
is much better now than it
Maybe
was
one
back
day
then.
my luck will activate in this game. Well, then again, sometimes I can kind of call stuff, but I still have never ever gotten the double 5-star.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm waiting for the
I
day
have
when that
tons of Mora,
happens.
a big, beautiful house. Business is booming, and I'm as happy as can be. You've got a lot going for you, too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's plenty of Mora to be made in that line of work.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Have a C3R3 in Star Rail. Is that at all similar to my, like in terms of rarity, right? Is that at all similar to my C6 triple crowned refinement 5 staff of Omar Zhongli? Like in terms of rarity, I assume probably kind of somewhat similar-ish. What is this for? Hey, it's not truly fully flex-worthy yet, okay? I still haven't gotten him above level 90. It will happen eventually, maybe. But I'm not gonna intentionally go for duplicates of characters that are already max constellation just so I can level up my Zhongli more. But eventually I'll get duplicates of characters that I already have max constellation for, and when that happens, yeah, you can bet that those extra levels are going straight to Zhongli. But yeah, I'm also free to play.
How have you been holding up? Any adverse
Just very committed
reactions?
to Zhongli.
If you start to take a turn for the worse, make sure you tell me right away.
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster.
Because
I'm
he's
fine.
ultra generous.
I mean, I barely did anything, so...
Yeah, it's only the Genshin players that get super neglected.
What? You're too humble, young man.
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nod-Krai. We can't thank you enough for your support.
Ain't 50k plus HP, probably because I don't often farm artifacts, so he probably could definitely have better artifacts than he has right now. The thing is, I also do kind of like that my Zhongli can deal some amount of damage, so...
Sometimes, when
but yeah, I
people
would
praise you,
technically
it's
have
because
to
you deserve
grind
it.
more artifacts to make
The best
him
thing is to accept it
better, to
calmly
give him the
and with
best
grace.
possible loadout.
It's important to learn how to respond to words of admiration.
Let's do a quick demonstration.
Like, he needs more HP, I
Albedo,
know.
that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning speed to get the job done.
Yeah, no, your Limbus glazing, right? I shall read it for everyone to hear. And Limbus Company, aka the most generous gacha in existence, I have half of the identities and also like half of the egos, and there are around 160 in total. Well, ain't that something? Is that Suri's voice? Does it sound kind of... I guess. You know what? Now that you pointed out, I guess Varka does sound kind of similar. Also, hi Tormuse. Hope you're well. How are you doing? That's Shield in the game. You try to make him... I don't try to make him DPS. I just like... He is my main, so he needs to deal at least some amount of damage. Even if he is mainly used for support. I still try to mainly invest in HP.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. Durin played a big part in forming the alchemical array.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
You know what? Now I can't unhear it. I actually can't unhear it.
Oh, okay.
Oh
yeah,
no.
I did work pretty hard to help prepare for the battle. No point
I'll have to look it
denying
up
that.
later to see if it's actually the same VA. It does sound so similar now that you've pointed it out. Seriously, great work everyone. You all outdid yourselves.
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Club meeting stream the other day. Would have liked to be there. Here got to my email. Fair, fair. Your 2 emails actually that were featured in it. Congrats on that. I've heard that in episode 40, there's a high probability that my second email made it in there, so I'm ready to cringe. Because I know I'm gonna cringe super hard, because I decided to add silly little titles onto characters' names for some reason. Again, at the time I thought I'm gonna do a silly, and now I think, why did I do a silly? It's just cringe. But they do have the same VA, aha! That is good to know. Now I can't unsee Suri.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more medication.
He's gonna tell us to be ready to give our lives to protect our beloved nation from the violent barbaric enemy.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now? You've sure learned a lot recently.
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fast
Interjection.
learner, just like your brother.
I guess he was organizing people. As the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, obviously his job is just organizing things rather than actually doing stuff himself. And endure the unendurable. Yes.
To be totally honest though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan to us.
Don't worry, that's completely
Absolute
understandable.
fraud. Agreed.
Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard
Thanks
to
for the
grasp
lurk,
the principle
appreciate it.
and how the process works.
Jean better? Absolutely. I mean, hey, Jean is actually at the headquarters and leading the actual Knights of Favonius as the acting Grand Master, because the actual Grand Master is out in Nod-Krai, far away from the Knights of Favonius, and traveling the world, I guess, instead of actually leading the Knights as a Grand Master is kind of supposed to.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power to turn it against him. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to engage them in battle. So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight.
Watching people fight weirdos.
For
I
this
guess
to work,
he is.
we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the range of the alchemical array. For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot, which is where the confrontation took place. The alchemical
So we add
array
backups.
absorbed his abyssal power.
Good.
Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. but we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
That can't have been easy. And yeah, you know, he actually helped, unlike you, Varka.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making a decision was far better for him than staying in limbo.
Absolutely.
There do be drops, and you can get them by just watching my stream. Ain't that
He was
lovely?
torn between two paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person who'd stay trapped in limbo for long. Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance.
Except for you.
And now, it's time to kick back and celebrate.
Oh. We just teleported over here and
the
then
only
vanished.
reason you're here.
Yes. I've thought a lot.
I like how Traveler and
and I've
Paimon just appeared
realized
here
that
for a
you
second.
Me and Arlecchino should be friends.
Perfect game. I mean, Traveler and Paimon were totally supposed to be here, right? Totally.
I think this is very important. So I felt I had to come and tell you.
Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now.
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down.
Yeah, again, the marionette seems like a very pullable character.
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point?
Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door.
Just by watching the stream, we got me to get... And I still apologize for dragging you into this rabbit
Will
hole.
you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Oh, we are actually supposed to be here. Catching up with a friend?
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time?
Maybe, if you're offering.
We just wanted to, you know, see how you were doing now that it's all over.
Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Rächer of Solnari would be able to lay so much as a finger upon me, given how prepared I was.
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh?
I spy books and teacups on the table.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. Look at all those calculations.
You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings.
If you say so.
I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And
Fair
writing about
enough.
the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out. Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer.
Mean Elaine Guillotine?
Who else? Pretty much all the mecha and Fontaine are his personal handiwork.
Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally? As a friend?
I mean, I guess we were friendly enough.
But he lived hundreds of years ago. Gee, it's almost like she's mechanical and could have lived that long as well. Is she talking about some guy from Fontaine who had a hand in basically all the Clockwork mecha existing? And gee, I wonder how she would know this guy who lived hundreds of years ago. It's almost like she herself is mechanical. And has pretty obviously talked about that multiple times. Gee, why would it be shocking that she could have lived hundreds of years ago?
Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts. I honored his request, but I did read through everything first before destroying them. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. Would have been such a waste.
I can hear you all clank, 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 clank. I mean, I can't blame you. I approve. I'd do it myself. Except it's November. So there won't be any clanking from my end.
Formulas in your notebook, Efren?
I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm bored.
I don't deal in triple N. To be fair, it's gonna be a lot more chill of a triple N for me this year. Because unlike the past 2 years, I'm not actively looking up porn every day.
Alain's work was like epic poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little riddles in comparison. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean,
oh, I did, Dylan. I know season 2 is airing right now. And I am fully caught up with it.
Except me, because I lose a few brain cells in the process. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends.
I suppose that quote is incredibly out of context, because the way that's worded makes it sound like I'm talking about every single day for the past 2 years, and not just those 2 months, specifically. Oh boy. Tell's the pilot, I'm not watching it anymore. Fair. Understandable. I'm personally having a decent time with it. It has some very, very nice moments, though I will say not all of it is perfect. I think, for example, season 2, like the first episode for me was a little bit of a slow start. I wasn't sure how to feel about it. Like, the episode didn't really feel like it was really going anywhere in particular. But I do still, generally I do enjoy the show. It has some very good musical numbers as well.
Alain Guillotin had 2 close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Narzissenkreuz Institute.
I was gonna say I kind of feel like I should recognize this, and then they mentioned the Narzissenkreuz. That is a whole ass quest line in Fontaine that I remember. I don't remember it particularly super well, but I do remember it.
They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But it was a friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper, a sense of nostalgia for the past. Unfortunately, childhood would end, the prophecy would come true, the apocalypse would arrive, and the future would never be. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics begin to take root in their hearts. A dream of saving the world. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to joke about in their older years. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect, and it grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about Renee's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed.
We're really
by
getting the
dream of
lore dump now,
salvation.
huh?
His futile attempt
To change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swallowed up the world, even before the apocalypse came.
Like, I was really not expecting the Fontaine lore dump now.
And although that wave died down eventually...
Nope, I have not, Dylan.
I hear
that
that
I
it
have
just
not watched.
recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once
Gabe! Gabe, thank you for the raid. How was the rest of your Terraria stream? Any more bosses you fought today? I know you had some fun with mechanical bosses as well. Which, by the way, congrats on being able to beat the mechanical bosses with very little effort now, it seems. You got them upgrades. Happy for you.
But I'm told that the attempted resurgence.
But yeah, I hope your
finally
stream
died
went
out for
super
good.
well.
At long
And thank you
last,
again
Renee
for
awoke
raiding.
from his
If you got a
deluded
raid and
dream.
run,
Though of
like,
course by then it
grab
was
something
far
to
too
eat,
late.
go for a walk, go to sleep, grab anything else. You do that.
What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him as he pursued his delusional dream. Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective.
I don't know, it's hard to form any hard opinions on characters from a side story that I barely remember.
What a cop-out. But I suspect you'd have a more incisive and insightful answer if we dug into it further.
What about you? What's your take on Renee?
I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Nor do I like fools who let their delusions take control. Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. But he had a sage-like intellect. And still managed to get himself lost in the labyrinth of his own desires.
Yeah, honestly,
Anyway,
a skill
that's
issue
enough
there.
about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee.
I never did the Narzissenkreuz
But
quest.
after that,
Oh, I did.
Alain lost
But
his
again,
friends and family.
because it's a random world quest that isn't voice acted, I hardly remember anything. Because as I do with world quests, I kind of skim through the dialogue. I do read it,
I suppose the loss of
but
his family and
I
friends was
don't
purely
really
a tragic accident.
read into it.
It's not like Alain sacrificed them for his cause or anything. After that,
And I
the
would
only
never
thing
expected that the
supporting his
Narzissenkreuz
work was
quest
the
would
same
come up
dream
again
that had
like
dragged
this.
his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it, having seen the way it had affected his closest friend. I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great.
You know, birthday event
It
last
barely
year.
left him
Fair
space
enough.
to breathe in his lifetime. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Narzissenkreuz Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the end. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood, but which he barely touched in his adult life. He told me that the director of the Narzissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime stories. Apparently, they worked wonders at sending kids off to sleep. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that
Again,
point, nothing else
really was not
mattered.
expecting a Fontaine lore dump in Nod-Krai.
At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Narzissenkreuz Institute orphanage, while the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with Alain. And that is the story of two people from the Narzissenkreuz Institute who both wanted to save the world. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation without ever looking back, and ended up calmly sinking to the bottom of the deepest sea. The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes of saving the world?
Yeah, they're not the protagonist.
Even
That's
the
me.
grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire: to save themselves. They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them, desires to explore the meaning of life, ambitions to have a successful career. They didn't want to see all of that taken away in one fell swoop. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos, to stop them getting quietly swept away by the storms of life. But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Do you think the desire to
You're done
save
expositioning?
oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world?
I mean, I mean, any justification to save the world seems like a good justification. And yeah, saving oneself seems like a decent enough justification. I think it's plenty. If you have a reason for saving the world, why wouldn't your reason be enough? If it works for you.
The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked him the same question back when he was in his prime, putting all of his energy into his work. He gave the exact same answer as you did. No elaboration, just a quick short answer before getting right back to
strongly
his
signature
work.
weapon, right?
He was always that way.
Yeah, right. Doesn't Zhongli's signature weapon boost defense, which is entirely like the most useless stat ever on Zhongli? Because his shield scales only off of HP, and as long as he has a shield, defense doesn't matter to him, because he's invincible anyway.
Alright, tea time's over.
It really is like,
I owe
it couldn't be
Arlecchino
more
a favor
stupid.
for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve interrupting me. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
Is it now? Ah, okay, now it's done. Should it interrupt me? I feel like I shouldn't let it interrupt me. Alright, so that was that. And we also had enough time to do like the thingy. Over here. I'm just gonna double check. Oh no, it even says, yeah, after 6 days. After Furnace Yunjin. So Yunjin would benefit from having Zhongli's signature weapon. And Kachina. But not Zhongli. Nuh-uh, no siree. Again, it's so weird to me that there's not a singular... character anecdote today. I still think that's so weird, because normally there's at least one character anecdote per day. But not today, apparently. Not while I'm streaming. And again, we're barely even 1.5 hours in. I guess I could do what Dylan asked me to do and actually do the Spiral Abyss. I really should do it, let's face it. It is for Primo Gems. And I did kind of completely forget this thing for the longest time. Theater 2? No, I kind of forgot all about Spiral Abyss and Theater, even though the game keeps reminding me, I keep forgetting to do them. Can I see the opponents, please, and thank you. Okay, so the second half is the singular strong individuals. The first half is multiple. Got it. So that means first half should focus on crowd control. I gotta remember how I actually had my setup here. So I think I sent in you. I think that was my team, which would leave the usual team as my secondary one. Now the thing is, I think that's better. Yeah. Okay, I think I can work with this. Let's see. How pose in theater? Yep, I saw you post about that. Certainly is nice. Alright, I need something for the entire floor, and I will absolutely take extra crit.
Time for takeoff.
Settle down. Be sanctified. Just bow your head.
Okay. Let's see.
I will have order.
Alright, defeat one opponent. Simple enough. Endgame is weirdly difficult for no reason. I mean, I will admit, some of the Genshin stuff is annoying.
Yahoo!
Like the new, the newest thing that they added, right? The... Oh god, I don't even remember what it's called, like the ley line thingy. I know that that's just like insane.
Hey!
For like no good reason.
Think you can get away? With sword comes shadow.
Let the mighty be humble.
Let's play.
An oversight on my part, Bowser.
Wind, hear me.
And second half again. This is fine, I guess, but theater's fucking annoying. Fair enough.
Stabilize.
Oz, repeat. Time to shine. Blazing delight.
Energy recharge is the best out of these. Like when it comes to doing Spiral Abyss, you always want to go for offensive capabilities and not defensive ones. Because you're constantly on a timer. So, like, the worst things you can pick is like HP recovery stuff. Because optimally you shouldn't take enough damage to warrant needing the HP recovery.
Settle down.
Genshin does have weeklies, though, but the weeklies are only a limited time. It's like the reputation quests, right? Reputation in each nation. That's technically also weeklies, but once you've maxed out the reputation in one of the nations, then yeah, once all the reputations are maxed out, you do not get them weeklies anymore.
Order guide you.
Reputation doesn't count either.
Let the world collide! Boing, boing, boom!
Midnight Fontaine.
I mean,
This is order.
technically the battle pass has weeklies, but that's just the battle pass being the battle pass. Not exactly proper like regular weeklies that are infinitely repeatable, because at a certain point the battle pass is also just maxed out. Okay, is it still the same? Yes, single opponent on the second one. The entire floor, please and thank you. And out of these, this is obviously the better one. Okay.
Now
Think you
it's
can
your
get
turn.
away? With sword comes shadow.
Silence. Use the force authorized.
Change of plan.
The tides beckon.
Barbados, guide us. Don't blink. Got lucky that time. Here we go. Incoming.
Yeah, I really need another good team. My secondary team that I use here is not that good. Like, I have the Raiden Shogun. I feel like if I upgrade her to max level and triple crown her, she could be like really good. Isn't A a really good character for both supporting and getting damage in? I think so.
I will have order.
God, I hate these things.
Gather.
By royal strike a pose. Let my name echo and
But yeah, maybe. God damn it, I hate these things so much. But yeah, maybe I should make sure A is ready in the future for a secondary party. Pulling for Zhao might be worth it, because I know Zhao is another really good character. But since I don't often need to use a secondary party, I don't have a strong desire to pull for characters based on how strong they are, but rather just pull characters because I want them, like you wanting to get all the Archons.
Be sanctified.
nowhere to hide. Incoming.
I'm sure you're about to tell me what makes it even more stupid.
I swear by my sword. Don't blink.
Game is absolute trash, damn.
Settle down.
Brace yourselves.
And I guess another massive skill issue on behalf of the Genshin devs. They do suck
This is order.
tremendously at what they
Solidify.
do.
Odds reveal.
Yet they still earn a shit ton of money from this game.
La la la. Jumpy, jumpy, go. Wings of darkness. Come.
Stabilize.
Woo! Shower me with praise. Let my name echo and boing, boing, boing.
I will have order.
Blazing delight.
Because these things are way too tanky. There's probably a more efficient way of lowering their HP that has something to do with the bar they have above their health bar, like that thingy, but that would require me to read and figure out how to handle them, so I'd rather not. Elemental burst damage, sure. Ooh, or skill and burst cooldown. I'm on the 3rd chamber, so I might as well go for this. Also, hi Dragon Dagger, hello. I think the cooldown is actually worth it more here.
Think you can get away? Incoming! Hey!
There we go.
Speed of light! With sword from shadow! Incoming!
I'll freeze you to death!
There we go. For Genshin to do this. Apparently it's very difficult for Genshin to do anything right. But we still play it. And by we I mean at the very least I do. And a bunch of whales do.
Solidify!
Oz, repeat! Strike a pose! Let the world come on! Dumpy, dumpy, go!
Okay, this thing is nowhere near as tanky as the others. Alright, floor 11. Oh, they do a switcheroo here. Yeah, I think I should switch my parties here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring Farina to the other party. I think that might actually be better. Question is, who else do I bring? I could, but she's only level 80. I don't think that's good. I mean, I guess I can do this. But there's not like a just swap around thingy. Actually, maybe I can bring Bennett. Use Nouvelette? Okay, I guess I could keep using Nouvelette then. Better than Kaching? But see, I need some kind of other element than just Hydro and Anemo if I really want to get the elemental reactions going. Use A? Okay. I guess I can do that. Again, though, she's not perfect. In fact, I should probably give her artifacts first and foremost. Recommended. It does show the recommend. Why does it recommend ones that are still level 0? So it recommends this one. Physical damage. Attack increase. You know what, that might actually, yeah. Equip this. Let me quickly upgrade this while I'm here. You know what? Just so she has some kind of artifact set. Got 2 upgrades for crit damage. That's probably not too bad. And attack, I think we can take that. Alright. Sure. Increase physical damage bonus, I guess. And then one more just so she has stuff. That gets this to a 4-piece set. Yeah, sure. I think this will work. Just, it's not the best. It'll have to do weapon. That definitely also has to be switched out. What do I have? What's good on her? What's this one? On hit, increase attack by 3.9%. I mean, but it's only level 60. What about the catch? Elemental burst and elemental... Okay, damage and crit rate for elemental burst? Maybe? Normal and charged attacks still additional damage? I think I'll just use the Crescent Pike for now. Again, I'm not putting too much thought into this, but I probably should be putting more thought into this. Anything else that's good? What about this one? Elemental skill damage. After elemental skill hits an opponent, the character loses 3 energy. It generates 5 energy every 2 seconds for the next 6 seconds. Increase attack by 40% and movement speed by 10% for 10 seconds when using an elemental skill. That could be good, but it's only level 70. I think I'll just use this one for now. What do I have on you, by the way? After normal or charged attack, it's an opponent. Normal attack damage will be increased and charged attack damage will be increased. Charged attack damage increase is actually good for him since he has his multi-hit charged attack, so probably not too bad. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it as is. As for Venti... Venti. Right, you have this one. After using an elemental skill, receive a boon. Increasing attack. That I do not think is actually what I need on you. Increase normal and charged attack damage. Also not what I need on you. Charged attack? No. I guess this is the best because it actually benefits with his elemental skill because I don't keep him on the field for anything other than repositioning. He's only on the field for crowd control and nothing else. Yeah, I guess I'll leave it as is then. Let's just go. Let's see what this new team can do. Okay. More crits. Yes, thank you.
I will have order. Gather.
By royal decree.
Nope. As you wish, me.
Wind, hear me.
You can tell I'm getting onto the later floors because it is getting more tedious now to kill these things. Alright. Now, using the new backup team. Starting things as always. Venti repositioning the enemies. Farina.
Now you shall perish.
Settle down. I'll freeze you to death.
Let lightning echo in song.
Use of force authorized.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Here we go. Think you can get away?
Resistance is futile. Justice is blindsided. The tides beckon.
Illusion shattered.
Resistance is futile. Save yourself pain. Bow your head. Resistance is futile.
There is no
Save
escape.
yourself pain.
Brace yourself.
Okay, not the best, but it is enough to get the 3 stars. Okay. Let's keep this going. Effectiveness floor, burst damage, absolutely, thank you very much. Let's start it off with a burst.
Order guide you.
By royalty.
And another burst.
Stabilize.
Oz, reveal.
I swear by my sword.
La la la. Da da da. Yeah.
Fine, fine, go.
And got another one incoming. And it's one of these things. Okay, let's use my bursts while I can.
La la la.
So much for that. They never activate their shield that quickly normally. Normally they at least give you a chance to use up your bursts before they do their stupid activation thing that gets rid of all your energy.
Gather.
Go and splash. Oz, reveal.
Order guide you.
Okay, I definitely lost a lot of time on this one. Not sure if I can get 3 stars. Probably not this time.
Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion.
Here we go.
Settle down.
Let's play. Strike a pose. Let lightning echo.
There is no escape.
Yahoo! Yeah.
Bow your head.
Yeah, I do not think this is going too well.
Now you shall perish. Shine down.
Really?
Silence.
Time for takeoff. Shower me with praise. Time to shine.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Here we go.
Bow your head. Let the mighty be humble.
I'm really showing people how badly you can do on Spiral.
Think think you can get away? Yahoo!
Oh great, now I have 2 Hydro characters in this team. And I have an enemy who is immune to Hydro.
Brace yourself.
Well, ain't that just lovely?
Illusion shattered.
Okay, 2 stars. No! How is that still enough for 3? You know what? I shouldn't complain. On to the 3rd one. Let's see. No, I don't need the HP restoration. I'll take energy recharge, I think.
I will have order.
By royal
Barbados.
I summon Dumpty Dumpty Toe!
To be fair, these things also take way too long for me to kill. Which really is a skill issue on my part.
Wings of darkness! Roar them all up!
I swear by my sword.
By royal
Come on. Yeah, it's gonna revive again. Yep.
I will have order.
Midnight Phantasmal.
At least these things can revive. Still, they are kind of tanky. Because they be big. But I do prefer having multiple small fry enemies over having just like one big enemy. Because just cleaning up with AoE is so much easier for me than dealing massive single target damage.
Time for takeoff.
Speaking of, this is gonna be annoying. Because this is gonna require single target damage on the team that is more about crowd control.
Here we go.
Settle down. The tides beckon.
How brilliant!
There is no escape.
Let's play. Time to shine.
Illusion shattered.
Come on, die already.
Yahoo! Think you
No!
can get away?
No, 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 nope, nope, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, why are you a thing?
Strike a pose.
It is so annoying that I cannot use my bursts efficiently, because the stupid, annoying creature denies me my bursts.
An oversight on my part.
Illusion shattered.
Break already!
Here we go. Let lightning echo in song.
There is no escape.
Settle down. Be sanctified.
Time to shine.
Yeah, okay, I lost the 3 stars here.
Torn to oblivion.
I'm honestly surprised I was able to get 3 stars on the previous floor. Oh great, it was able to set up the shield a second time. I might not even get 2 stars on this floor.
There is no escape.
I might not even get 2.
Settle down.
Illusion shattered.
Have I mentioned how much I hate these things? Yep, there goes the second.
Shine down.
Let the mighty be humbled. Silence.
Shower me with pit.
Insolent.
And this is why I do not do Spiral Abyss, because it just shows you how bad I am at the game. It just shows you just how bad I am. Anyway, let's grab my rewards. That's 200, that's 200, that's 100. Tragic. Alright, I can grab this now as well. Clear Act 4 and inside rewards. Okay, so I get another 560 Primo Gems from this. How are we looking right now in terms of Primo Gems?
The same as
How are we doing? 45,000 plus 20 Fates plus 128 Standard Banner. Okay. That's something. That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. I think when the Lady Kutar finally becomes available, which I assume she will at some point, I should have more than enough to pull for her. Though I will say part of me is also tempted to just pull for Morpharina because she's another character I very actively use and I would benefit from powering her up. But I shall, for now, save. Save up. Gotta be on the safe side. You know how it be. Well. What else is there left to do? Not really anything. Ah, welcome back. I showed everyone my skill issue by getting only 1 star on floor 11, chamber 3. Only 1. But yeah, I was also debating whether or not to do pulls for Farina, but actually, what I could do is, just so we have at least 2 hours, I could do the 20 fates I have. Just to get closer to pity, I think. Very cool and funny. Oh no, Ardino. Yeah, no, I'm very far from pity, so you know what? I might just do these 20 pulls for Farina just to build up pity. And if I, by some miracle, end up getting another Farina, I wouldn't complain. So let's do that just so we can get above the 2 hour, well, we are above the 2 hour mark at least now, but still. finishing off strong, I think. What do you think of that plan? 20 pulls. If we get Farina, we get her. If not, then we don't. And it'll just bring me closer to pity for, you know, our lovely moon goddess. I think that works fine. Let's do it. Let's see if I can get lucky. Of course not. Was everyone who didn't get the collab egos? Ah, I see. 10 pull to everyone and showed everyone his Arnet's account, which is interesting. Very interesting. Again, Genshin devs could never. Alright, and one more 10 pull for the road. Figures. But hey, again, it brings me closer to pity. Kale. I'm trying to think, I think Kale might actually be a 4-star I don't have max constellation for yet. I think, maybe. Because Kale was... I guess we'll see, I guess we'll see. Yeah, I didn't have max constellation. Well then, I guess we got something out of this. But now I have max constellation. What does this unlock? When the flow ring hits, it will create a miniature... Sure. Oh yeah, by the way, for anyone curious, as you can see, my Klee is now C3. Last time you saw her, she was C2. That's because I got her constellation as a reward from the thingy. Where you can get like one 5-star constellation from a selection of characters. I got it for Klee, which gave me this upgrade here, increased the level of Jumpty Dumpty by 3, which is just some nice extra damage. So yeah. More reason to visit South Korea than Japan? I mean, hey. Do you has to visit the Project Moon restaurant? Well, ain't that something?
Osmanthus.
Maybe, hey, if you ever do travel, do tell me about it. If you ever do travel, I'd be delighted to hear about it. Now, naturally, I assume that ain't happening at least anytime soon. But hey, you never know. You never know. That's another 15. Okay. So yeah. A bit of a shorter stream today, which honestly, you know what, I do not mind. As I said, I am a little bit on the more tired side right now anyway. Because I didn't sleep too well last night. And I will also be back again tomorrow with more streaming action, so I really should be getting some rest. If the game presents me with this opportunity to get some rest, I guess I should take it, right? So that being the case, let me find someone who we can raid. Let us see. Oh. You know what? I think we've raided the 9th Maniac before, and he's currently doing a birthday stream, it seems. I do not mind raiding into a birthday stream. I think we could be raiding into a birthday stream. Yes, yes, I have, Spinne. I have. So, let us head on over. Yes, I know, Corinna. Yes, I know. I know a lot of the characters from X and Y make appearances again in the New Legends game. I am aware. Except the gym leader of the city. That character does not show up in that city. Which is weird, but oh well. Okay. Now, let's head on over. Bring all the best birthday wishes over to Ninth Maniac. Everyone congratulate him. He deserves to be celebrated. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow for the usual, you know, FNF Retrospector mod. The mod that never ends. But yeah, until then, have a good one. And goodbye. And if you're watching this after it's been uploaded to YouTube as a VOD, your support has also been greatly appreciated. And you know what? If you want to catch me live in the future, presumably for streams that are longer than 2 hours, because I usually go for 3 or maybe more, then you can do so. All you have to do is check the video description down below. There's a link to my Twitch. I stream there every single Friday and every single Saturday, and sometimes other days of the week too, though that is in general a bit more irregular. And as for Genshin, that usually happens whenever there's a new update. In any event, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around. Goodbye.